Hello, and welcome back. Tonight we are starting The Council. We're going to do a few episodes of this tonight and possibly finish it up Monday night. I don't know because my schedule for this week is going to be choppy as hell. So we're going to try to start this off, but still, Tuesday, the 1st, I will be still starting Biomutant. Because I made a fucking point to. Anyways, let's continue, shall we? No, we're not gonna... No. We're not gonna play. This save slot is empty. Save slot is empty. We don't want that one. We want this one. And we're gonna start a new game, shall we? Yes, we shall. Validate. Also, we have to pay attention and listen, so, yeah.
Stop! You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen. Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened our shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Please, be my guest, Mother.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, Mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back. Pity he's just a middleman. Means I haven't finished with this case.
Oh, I had a feeling you'd be running off on one of your adventures again, Mother. You know what? I'm warning you. This time, I'm coming with you.
No, even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchardt.
I love how they're just so nonchalant in this scene. It's just like they've done this before. Very sneaky, sneaky. 1 month later, January 20th of 1793. This game is actually, like fan fiction or whatever, but based on the times of when George Washington used to go to those little parties that were, mysterious and invite only and whatnot. It's kind of interesting, honestly, to, take a wild guess. There was mysterious shit going on in those parties, Or it could have been just, ooh la la parties.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up von Borchardt's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
The Mad Ones.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live without. I'm already hating this trip, and all I've done is think
Contrary
about
to
it.
what one may be able to imagine, it was not the host himself who invited me.
Well now, Duchess, we find ourselves both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very amusing. Perhaps we have some common interests, Your Eminence. Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Believe what you will, my son. However, everything is related to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider yourself fortunate, young man, because there are many who dream of simply one day setting foot on this island, and only a very few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
That's right. Until now, I've never been invited by Lord Mortimer.
You'll see. You won't soon forget it.
Given what I've seen so far, I wish I'd been passed over.
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess. A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Are you all right?
Dun, dun, dun. He's losing it. He's losing it.
Mother?
Ooh.
Oh shit, your hand!
Well, that's interesting.
So,
Okay, it's done.
did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, no, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't. No. No!
You can run if you want to, Sarah, but you will pay.
Okay. All right.
Phew.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes! I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake?
It's just a reflection.
Absolutely need to find you, Mother.
That button's run. Oh, hello. All over the place.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Okay, so I have played as all of these. And so far, my favorite one is the detective. Now you can gain the other skills of these, as you go along, but still, my favorite one to play is the detective. So we're going to go with detective today. And we are going to go with, since all of these are already unlocked right now, we're going to go with some of these. I believe, let's see. Well, hello, Gray. How was your night tonight? What does that say? What is that? A giant monkey with bananas? What? Yeah, feel me? You feel me? Is that what that says? God, I need glasses. Anyways, education, benefit from a sound culture background in the arts. We can unlock one of the other ones. And we already have all of these, so we're good. Manipulation, I don't really need that. Rely on your knowledge of myths. No, I don't want that. I like this one because you can read certain things in the manner without, so you can figure some stuff out. Laugh out loud, my night is going all right. How about you? I'm having a pretty good night. We're going to play a few episodes of this. Hopefully finish it Monday. If not, I have no fucking clue what my week looks like. I think I want to unlock this one. There's also... What's this? Steal. I don't need to do that either. As long as I don't fuck up. Kinds of documents. Translate. Ooh, I like that one. Then there's division. Politics. Don't really need it. Don't really need it. Don't really need it. Alright. Don't really need that either, but we need this one. So we're going to unlock this one. So we have it. And then we're good. We're all good. Validate.
Well, over the last few years, I've solved a number of crime cases. Like the chauffeur d'Angers, for example.
Oh no, that
Thieves
trip's not
that
till
tortured their
August.
victims with burning embers.
Charming. How
Going
did you catch
camping this
them?
weekend.
I told the most cowardly one
Family
that
camping.
the others had given him up.
Big trips in
And I
August.
wager your thief suddenly started to talk.
You wouldn't believe it. He told us everything. The jobs, the stashes, the names of his partners. Couldn't shut him up.
I heard about that case, but I didn't know you were the one who solved it.
I'm flattered that the news made it across the channel. And you've got a darn good memory, Duchess.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
I meant coming out. Yeah. My next week, though, is going to be crazy because I have family coming in. We've already met. Do you remember? Not at all, but lie? You know what? I'm just going to go with not at all.
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please
They
stop
don't remember
torturing
his,
me.
her face
I'm
because
completely
they're
at your
too busy
mercy.
looking at her
Where have we met?
twins.
4 years ago, in London,
No. Sorry, I don't remember.
in the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
Ew.
I'm so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis. It doesn't matter. Right, time to go to the manor.
All right. Lips.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me? Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Ooh, ho, ho, ho. Alright, review all traits in the dedication tab in the menu. Thank you. Anywho,
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to
De
welcome you
Richet.
among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
what do you know about my mother? Where's Lord Mortimer?
I have
Where's
an
Lord
appointment with
Mortimer?
Lord Mortimer. Would you be so kind as to lead me to him?
Unfortunately, sir, I cannot. I don't know exactly where
played
my
this.
master
Well,
is.
good luck. You
But
get to
rest
watch it.
assured, sir, everyone is waiting for you at the manor. Sir Holm insists on welcoming you in person. Since your mother went missing, everyone has been concerned about finding her.
Who is Sir Holm?
A close friend of Lord Mortimer's. Please, rest assured, sir, it won't take us long to find your revered mother. Indeed, we are searching the quays again because lights were seen at the wharf just last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Scales are. Okay. This is kind of like one of those. It's a storyteller game, but it's also like mystery and you have to solve things and stuff like that. It's actually really fun. Problem is, I've played it so many times because there's like 6 or 7 different endings. It's impossible to get all of them. But we're going to play this through right now. And we're just going to do the ending that I like the most. What was I doing? Oh, yeah.
And did you find anything then?
We're going to
We discovered a certain amount of damage, sir, on the wooden part
Lots
of
of
the
endings.
wharf.
I've only got
What
half
type
of them.
of damage?
Broken barrels, mainly.
Anyways.
We'll do whatever is necessary to have them rapidly repaired. But quite frankly, I can't imagine what Sir's mother would have been doing with them.
What could Mother have been doing with barrels?
Nevertheless, our search of the wharf hasn't been entirely unsuccessful, though.
What do you mean?
We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet.
Sarah de Richet.
I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here.
Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Let me have the handkerchief. I'll take
Give me
care
the
of it.
handkerchief.
Yes, absolutely.
I'll personally show it to Lord Mortimer.
Well,
I've traveled hard for several days in order to get here.
Yes, but...
Invited by your master.
No, of course, but...
Because my mother went missing right under your nose.
Sir, please.
And having only just arrived, you refused to give me her personal belongings?
Of course not, sir. It was never my intention to contradict, sir. Here you are. I must return now. It is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
It is indeed your handkerchief, Mother. You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf? Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time. This chest might belong to Duchess Hillsborough. Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Now, the best part about playing
Must be an
detective on
incredible
this
view from
game
up
is
there.
that
Impossible to set foot
you
on
get
the
to
island
search
without being
everybody's
seen from
rooms.
300 meters away.
Anywho.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy.
Personally, if they ever came out with a Clue video game, I'd
A
play
sack of
it.
seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have used any.
You do want to make sure you check every corner and all that stuff because you get, you know, these good little treats.
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. Let's see what's hidden inside.
There's a Clue game on the Switch I saw earlier. Looks pretty cool. Really? But us Xbox players don't get to do it? Oh, that uses 3. Well, gonna have to. Find a
One of the
clue.
letters is stamped with the seal of the order. And I recognize your handwriting anywhere, Mother. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois? Who are you writing to? I don't recognize the name. Let's see what's inside this letter.
I
So,
think I could have found that
Dear
without using
Samuel,
my 3.
my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
what is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talk to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does that name sound so familiar?
Now, see, I don't get to remember who he is because I didn't choose that work background. So,
I'm
but
guessing
that's
he's
okay.
a man of some importance. Spanish, I'd say. But just can't put
The
a face to
detective
him.
skills are
Well,
better.
Hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me. Honey, the remedy of the gods. Hey, there's something not right about this floorboard. It's different from the rest. That does it. Let's see what's hidden inside. There's a book and also a bag. The Mysterium Cosmographicum. I know that book well. Mother used to read passages from it to me all the time. And judging from what I can see, it's the same one as hers. For crying out loud, what's happened to you, Mother?
Eat anything good for dinner? Yeah, actually, I made... What did I make? I made Cajun rice with sriracha sauce and jalapeno sausage. Usually I just cook what's in the fridge and I say, voila! Cajun rice is my favorite, though.
Let's look inside the bag. A little food, a few toiletries, a small key, and some kind of black powder. The bottom of the bag is covered in black powder. An iron key completely rusted. You never know. It might be useful. I hope Mother wasn't counting on it. Some fruit, a piece of bacon, and some bread. The fruit's still firm. The bread's a bit
Spicy
stale.
meal, I like that. I found that. Love
And the
spicy
smell of this
food.
food's
Oh, yeah.
been here roughly 2 days. And if it's rationed, there's enough left to last 2 more days.
Spicy food is the absolute best.
Shit, those are definitely my mother's things. I recognize her hairpins. This bag smells of her perfume. A piece of soap, some oils, and her powder puff. What does all this mean?
Powder puff. Well, we're gonna take the bag.
Right. Just in case, I'll take it all. I'll give it back to Mother when I see her. Crying out
Actually,
loud.
for our camping trip
Why
this
did you hide
weekend,
supplies
I'm
in the
making
middle of
spicy
nowhere,
Italian
Mother?
subs.
I don't know what's going on here, but you obviously feel like you're in danger.
It's the easiest thing to make for camping food. My brother usually ends up barbecuing.
Locked. I'll never get it open barehanded.
Well, that's why you use the key.
There we are.
Powder puff girls. Just get it. You know what? My thumb skills are off today. Ooh, look at this.
This looks like a pistol case, but it's empty. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, Mother, but if it does, at least now you're armed. Just like in my vision. And none of it's telling me anything useful.
That's what I meant. The big trip, you're camping. Usually all my big trips are camping. They have something to do with the outdoors.
This wharf is used as storage for a lot of barrels. Uh-huh. What have we here? It It's cannon powder.
See how science is locked because that's a completely different job area. Again, it's not too bad because when I did play it as a scientist, it's wet powder.
So,
It's wet
let's go through this.
gunpowder, and
My mother's been
you can't
hiding
use
pieces of bread between the rotten boards of the wharf in the middle of the night. That's not normal. And if that weren't enough, looks now like she's armed. Meanwhile, she also takes the time to send out letters, reassuring whoever might be interested that she's having a fabulous time here. So odd. So very odd. And that's not even all I've noticed. But maybe I ought to move on to the manor now. They'll be waiting for me. At least I hope so.
Alright. Oops. Sophie, your paws just have to be right there, don't they? Thanks.
A Latin inscription. En nessis, mi fili quantilia produncia mundus vergatur.
See? Because I unlocked that.
You don't
We
know,
get to read it.
my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Little wisdom indeed.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
I'd like to know that too. Ugh, I need to use my pet egg tomorrow. My heels are scratchy.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Riche, aren't you? You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Confrontation. Start. During a confrontation, you have to go through several steps while being as persuasive as possible. Confrontations have consequences on the rest of the story, so don't hesitate to use your skills. I wouldn't dream of it.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Well, don't be freaking.
Certainly, Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow.
Restores.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
If only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and I should like them to remain as such. If your mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is very commendable. But since we work together on a daily basis, it's surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
If you know my mother, you will understand that I cannot answer you, Your Eminence. I'm sorry, but...
Do not worry, my son. I perfectly understand, and I expected nothing less from you. Discretion and secrecy are both pillars of the organizations for which we work. You are the worthy son of Sarah.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me, and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till now, we have always dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
I would expect nothing less. Listen to me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before God that no one other than your mother will read it?
For the last step of the confrontation, you must convince the person you are talking to you are talking to by giving a positive answer. You know what? I suck at reading tonight.
I swear by the Almighty God to honor the promise that no one but my mother shall cast her gaze upon your letter.
Good. Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur de Ricci. Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick. Remember to tell Sarah when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Yeah, I got a message. Alright, now it's on freaking vibrate, and it's freaking, you know... Alright, hold on a second. I got my friends asking me a business question, so, hold on one second. I can't spell. Immunization. There we go. Okay. All right. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I'm back. Okay. Yeah, it's always when I start streaming that people want to ask me questions or talk to me or something. Like, they ask me, "Hey, how's it going? What are you doing?" And I say, "Oh, it's great. It's going good. I'm streaming right now." And then there's like, "Can I ask you a question? Can I talk to you? Are you busy?" God, no, I'm not busy at all. Only when I'm actually wanting to be busy do I not get to be busy. Did you, where's, is it the, no, I can't pick up the, okay. So I'm just making sure I'm picking up everything before I go and converse with people. Actually, you know what? This might be my only
Lives
interaction to
of Noble Greeks and
socialism.
Romans by Plutarch.
Socializing?
Biography of the great men.
I mean, seriously. I don't socialize. Just take the book. We'll read it later. Okay, I don't get to do anything because they stopped me, so let's just walk up on them.
I thought my chimney was
do
big,
shit.
but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one
Yeah,
can
it's not
say.
much,
I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence Cardinal Piaggi? He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the United States of America.
Delighted at last to make your acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
At the risk of disappointing you, we weren't conspiring in our corner, sir. His Eminence was simply telling me that he knew my mother and how much he held her in high esteem.
It so happens that Monsieur de Richet's mother is to join us.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people
he wants the
scheming
tea.
left and right around here.
Speak for yourself,
Spill
sir.
the tea.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Horn, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests,
During which time we remake the world.
accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur de Richet, you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Louis de Richet.
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a
secret.
result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well. Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak about her.
Oh. I'm not fast enough.
Lord, Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order. It's the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man from my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. Can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start.
Say nothing. No, I was gonna say nothing. You're moving
And
too
now, my
fast.
dear guests, a light meal is served in the
Bitch.
small salon. For those who
I'm
would
not
like
hungry.
to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I have already eaten. Thus, I shall
Another
be
one of my
happy
friends
to
has
remain
texted
by
me
the
to let me know he
fireside.
bought a game.
If you don't
Ooh.
mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Let's stay.
See what Washington has to say. Sir, if you don't mind, I shall stay here.
Do exactly as you please, young man.
I will do exactly as I
Thank you for
please.
staying. Just like you, when I arrived this morning, I found out that Sarah had gone missing. I know your mother well. Don't worry. Emily is from the English branch of the Golden Order.
And President Washington is in fact the leader of the Order in the United States.
I didn't know.
Sorry to have made you wait, but I didn't want to speak in front of the others.
You did well. Secrecy and discretion are the pillars of our organization.
If I can help in any way at all, please don't hesitate to ask, my lad. And if you have any other questions, now's the time.
Oh, I have plenty of questions. Oh, I'm waiting on Zelda Breath of the Wind to come in the mail. Can't wait to try it. Ooh. Yeah, I want to Switch, damn it. It's not fair. It's not fair. Okay, what do we want to know first? Tell me more about this Mortimer. Where does Emily know my mother from? Oh,
Mother
Mortimer.
has
Let's
always
just
had a fascination
pass on
for
that.
Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
Lord Mortimer is a remarkable man. He's wealthy,
Gray.
and is advisor to the very highly placed. Your mother is the
I'm
head of
broke.
the Order in France. It doesn't
Kinda,
surprise me that
maybe.
he asked her to come.
Lord
Too
Mortimer
broke for that.
greatly contributed to financing my electoral campaign, for example. But I want this to be clear, without ever seeking to gain an advantage.
And that is to his credit.
Yes, you can trust him. He will do everything in his power to help you find Sarah.
Mr. Washington, you seem to be very familiar with my mother.
Where did he see her for the last time?
Where did you first meet her?
Let's do this one.
I met Sarah during the War of Independence on American soil. She was introduced to me by a mutual acquaintance, and I must say that her sound advice prevented me from making some terrible mistakes. She may not be a soldier, but believe me, she deserves a statue as much as Lafayette does.
Well, I didn't see that one coming. There's no doubt Mother has many secrets that are still hidden. Right. Would it be too much if I asked you a few more questions?
Not at all. Go ahead. But I can't promise I'll remember everything.
May I ask, when you saw each other, what did you talk about?
Mysteries that surround
My mother has
us.
always been fascinated by strange powers. Did she talk to you about anything like that?
Yes. Her facility for discerning truth from rumor served me well. Such as preventing massacres, like the one at Salem, from happening again. Or convincing people that horsemen cannot ride around without heads. What was it that she
Headless
used to
Horseman.
say now?
I love that movie.
Keep an open and logical mind?
Yes, that's it.
Thank you, sir. I was hoping to speak with Lord Mortimer, At least now I have some information, thanks to you.
I repeat, Lord Mortimer is a man of his word. You won't be disappointed. And I am persuaded that your mother's research is his main concern.
Mother still is at the head of the Golden Order. I find it difficult to believe that she came to this island without notifying the other members.
As for myself, I did not know. I am here at the request of Sir Holm, a situation regarding the Crown of England to resolve, and to see what Lord Mortimer has to propose to us.
As for me, Lord Mortimer asked me here to speak about the future of America. I did not know that your mother would even be among us. In any case, no one has yet mentioned associating the Order.
We haven't found many clues yet.
Book. Yes. Yes, show
But
them the book.
I did find a book that belongs to my mother.
Where did you find it?
That's what worries me. I found it hidden on the wharf.
Do you think she was preparing to discreetly leave?
I don't know.
An extremely likely proposition.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Don't worry, Louis. I'm sure nothing bad has happened to her.
Yes, I hope not.
Careful, they're coming back.
Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holm, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth Adams?
Just mentioning Elizabeth totally changed Washington's attitude. Looks like he just saw a ghost.
Miss Adams is here to rest. You have perhaps already come across her in the corridors. She arrived a few days ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence.
Washington looks surprised, but Holm doesn't seem to see it. I wonder if he's being polite or if he really doesn't see his discomfort.
On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your rooms.
Sorry if I go silent. I will text because I don't want to miss any of the dialogue.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed. See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh man, it's been quite a day. Right, where is my room?
There is a lot of dialogue in this game. But again, it's like Clue. You gotta listen to what everybody's saying. I hit the wrong button.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Ooh, that's Godoy's room. I can't open the doors to any. No, I can't. Okay. Let's just go to my bedroom, I guess. We're gonna go to bed and we're gonna go sleep. Wait a minute. That's my bedroom, isn't it?
Huh. That's me.
Yeah. I almost missed it. Okay.
Right. So what shall I do with this letter? It might be about my mother's disappearance. But if I open it, I'll be betraying Biaggi's trust. What should I do?
Leave the letter sealed.
Damn. Can't wait to open it, but I gave my word to Biaggi, so... Too bad. I'll wait until I hand it to Mother. Wow. Nice
Biaggi.
room. Mortimer sure doesn't do things halfway. A Chinese
Ooh, but
coin.
of course not. These coins are placed all
Inferno
over this
by
place,
Dante.
along with books.
Abandon hope, all ye who enter here. Lovely lectures Mortimer's giving to his guests. Very jolly.
Yes, jolly indeed. A lot of the books throughout the game that you collect can help you unlock other skills. The coins are just collectibles. I almost got them all. Actually, I think I ended the game with only 4 books left to collect. I didn't get them all. I felt so disappointed in myself.
Starlight Water will give me a little reprieve.
I felt so disappointed. This is just coin. No, coin. Thank you.
A cash.
Thank you. Okay. Back to the room. I think that's all to look here. Oh. Really? I hate you.
Amber crystals.
That'll be the next thing I get.
Saint Jerome and the Angel. Yet again, art with political undertones with an image of a saint hearing voices.
Gotta catch 'em all. The courage is right through. So if you notice about this game, a lot of the imagery and portraits are emulated from biblical times. Christianity, mostly. Like, that is actually... Well, here.
Saturn devouring his son. Again? I saw the same theme in the hall. I wouldn't like to be his son.
Yeah.
Saint Francis of Assisi in ecstasy, before superior voices. It always amuses me to see how art gets used for propaganda purposes.
Personally, I kind of enjoy it. Then again, I enjoy dark art, so, you know. Anywho. Look at that. I didn't fail it. Shit. I mean, I've played this game like 6 different times. So, I mean, you know. Alright. So, we can either level up some of the skills he already has, or we can unlock another one, which usually, I actually kind of like the skills that, being an occultist. Wait, no, that's the occultist. This one is knowledge, professor or whatever. Although the occultist has some pretty good ones. I do like this one. It is a nice one to have. Psychology's a good one to have. That's a good one to have. That's a good one. Fuck. I would like to unlock this one. But, you know. Ooh, my friend got Spyro. Hell yeah. Me and my friend are game sharing, so we share the same games. And he just bought some new games, and I'm freaking, oh, Spyro. Oh, God, I'm playing that one. Anyways. This is a nice one to have, because, you know, knowledge of myths and occult and religious stuff. Even though, you know, even though I have the knowledge, I can't use it. Vigilance. Notice noteworthy details. That's probably something I should probably level up on. Alright, and then, since you're collecting books, you actually get to read books to, you know, level up on things. So we're gonna level, let's see, what's this? This levels my speech. This is science. You know, we should probably read the science one. Because, you know.
Your turn? The servants are not very efficient.
Durocher can't be far away. They'll find her soon. Their search time is restricted, given that they must keep an eye on Adams.
I can take care of her, you know.
Yes. Well, in any case, I do thank you for bringing her to the island.
From what I've understood, the search of Durocher's room hasn't turned up any results.
Not yet, no. But we've put her son in there. Perhaps he'll find something.
That might come in handy.
Louis grows impatient at not yet having met the famous Lord Mortimer.
He will meet him tomorrow.
Oh, what a pity to lose a knight at the start of the game. Are you waiting for someone?
A young French soldier.
During our game of chess?
Don't worry, Gregory. The game won't disappear. I'll have one of my men escort you back.
Don't trouble yourself. I know my way out.
Ah, good evening, gentlemen. Please forgive me for this late hour.
It is never too late, and we have much to discuss. One last move?
Don't worry.
Ooh,
our
salty.
games always seem to end like this.
Or always start like this. Come, take a seat, my friend.
A little nighttime stroll, Mr. President?
There's nothing like it for a good night's sleep.
Do not hesitate to ask a servant to show you back.
The corridors seem quite safe.
Peppermint, lime flower, and valerian. My miracle remedy when one can't get to sleep. A very good night to you, Mr. President.
Thank you. And to you too, sir.
I wonder if that actually works. That's my door.
I'm coming.
Yeah. Hold your horses.
Excuse me. Am I bothering you?
Yes.
No, not in the least. Is something wrong?
I'm going to need your help. Do you remember the young lady we spoke of in the hall?
Elizabeth
Yes.
Adams. Home introduced her to us.
Yes. Well, she is the daughter of my friend, the Vice President, John Adams. But she is supposed to be dead.
Yeah, that's bizarre. Fair enough.
Good heavens! I was present at her funeral.
It is disturbing indeed.
Yes. I need to make sure it's her. That's where you come in. I want you to distract Elizabeth while I search her room. And perhaps get my hands on some important information. At least I hope so. Elizabeth is in the small salon. If you hurry, you can still catch her. I just need 10 minutes.
But if my vision is true, there are two men nearby discussing very important issues, and one of them looks much like Mortimer. Washington is very kind, but I came to this island for my mother, not for his ghost stories.
Well, to be honest, if you go investigate the vision, it's not that important. So we're just gonna go help
Count on me,
Washington.
sir.
Thank you, my friend. Keep Elizabeth downstairs as long as possible. She
Stupid
must not return
conversations
to her
about
Trust me.
something for working or whatever. It's not even trivial, really.
According to Washington,
But, you know, if you
Aunt
choose
Adams
it.
is in the small salon. I better hurry.
Alright, let's hurry. Let's go to the small saloon. I will say, there's a few names in this game I love saying. Louis de Rocher and Piaggi. I love it. Piaggi. Oh, Piaggi's spine. Oh, wait, again. We must collect. Ah, go back. Collect. Thank you.
Golden elixir. Consume without excess.
Okay. Always remember to collect.
My son.
Nasty words
Oh,
being
you are a
said.
godsend.
What's the matter, Your Eminence?
I believe Miss Adams may be in danger.
What do you mean?
Do you hear that? She is being manhandled in this small salon.
By whom?
I don't know exactly. A thug, a Frenchman, it seems. By the cut of his cloth, I'd say he's a member of the French Revolutionary Government. You should do something, my son.
Shit.
Yeah, sure.
I was supposed to make sure Adams wouldn't go back to her room. Don't worry, Your Eminence. I'll take care of it. Probably nothing to worry about.
Do you want me to call for help?
Please don't do anything. I'm sure with a little goodwill, everything will work out fine. Don't go and wake us.
Thank you, my son. May God watch over you.
Yeah.
Who do you think you are?
Alright, multiple paths. There are multiple paths to reach your objective. It may be a good idea to think twice before embarking on the first path you come to. You know, it's hard to think about it when they don't give you time to think about it.
Me, sir.
If we were in France, I'd have sent you to the guillotine for what you just said.
Please, just let me go back to my room.
Hey, you! Stay out of it! This is none of your business. I'm gonna teach this little slut
I'm gonna
how
make
to
it my
behave.
business, though.
What the hell is going on?
You dick.
I don't think you know who I am.
Stop. I beg you. I didn't mean to. Don't hit me, please, sir.
Shit. If I step in, Adams might just run back to her room. And if I do nothing, yes, Washington will have enough time to search, but this girl's gonna suffer. Damn it, what should I do? Let her go!
Huh? Stay out of it, boy.
Shit.
What are you playing at? I told you to mind your own business, boy. If you think
All right,
you can
let's do
side
this.
with this whore and then just walk away, you're out of your mind. Give me one good reason not to knock you down.
I'll lurk for a few minutes. Gotta go do some things. Go for it. Hit him.
That's the spirit. But it won't be enough. Don't think you're getting away with it that
Ooh,
easily.
that was a good step.
I'm sick of all these toffs. If we were in Paris, I'd send you all to the guillotine. And on top of it all, a woman telling me how I ought to behave? I won't stand for it.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute.
What? Don't tell me you're gonna defend these harlots.
I believe in man. From speech comes dialogue. From dialogue, peace is born. And from peace, great destinies flourish.
The fuck
That
are
might
you
have been the
talking
wrong
about?
step. Oh, it is.
I get the
Oh, I'm
feeling you're trying
confusing
to put
him.
one over on me. If that's the case, you're making a big mistake.
Sorry about that. Look, there's no point in us aggravating each other. Let's both just go our separate ways.
Don't move. We're not done yet. You wanted to be the knight in shining armor and save the damsel in distress. Let's see how brave you are.
Are you kidding me? Well, this is bullshit. Which one was the golden elixir? Shit.
I've watched you, and you're shaking. I'm betting you won't fire.
This one.
I'm not in
Oh,
the habit of beating Lord
fuck,
Mortimer's guest in
man.
his own salon. You got off easy this time, but
Woo.
don't try it again.
If I remember correctly, the last time I did that, I actually got shot. I've got punched. No, I got shot twice, actually. But, you know, I mean, dude is crazy as shit.
The brooch Elizabeth was wearing.
Huh. She was so frightened, she was unaware that she'd lost it.
Yeah, well, it didn't seem to do her much good.
Well, since I'm in here, we might as well look around, shall we? Can't open that.
A Chinese coin. Hey, these look like pages taken from an ancient encyclopedia. Chronicles of the Amber Princes. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
Alright, I guess we have everything in here. Let's go. There's George Washington.
Well, did you get time to search the room?
Louis, I only needed 10 minutes. Imagine the scandal if she had found me.
What would you have done in my shoes? She was in the middle of an argument with some angry guy.
10 minutes. I didn't ask for the moon.
Nonetheless, you found what you were looking for, didn't you?
Not everything, but yes. Elizabeth is definitely the daughter of John Adams. We need more information.
You can always go back.
It's too late now.
Well, he got the information he wanted, didn't he? Can I go back to bed now? I feel like I just went up the wrong stairs. I did.
Decorum
Ah,
guy.
I knew something was there. Nothing there. There's always something in these little corners. Alright, let's go.
Monsieur Jacques Peru?
Jacques Peru. Ah.
Monsieur
Little
Napoleon
midget.
Bonaparte.
Napoleon Bonaparte. Alright. Back to my room. Or not.
Your Eminence, what are you doing here?
I was worried about you, my son. How did it go with Miss Adams?
Don't worry about that anymore, Your Eminence. I had to step in, but everything's under control.
What an adventure, my son. I am relieved to hear it. You acted as a good Christian. In these troubled times, we need more men of your caliber.
It's nothing, Your Eminence. I did what I had to do. Well, you did the opposite.
Good. Well, thanks for the news. My son, I have another problem. I wanted to speak to you about something important. Do you still have my letter on you? The one I gave you in the hall?
Why do you ask?
I have a name to add to it.
Here it is.
Thank you, my son. Ah, I see that it's still sealed. I was right to put my trust in you, Louise. Give me 1 second, please. I can't imagine what would have happened if I hadn't added this name to the list. Please, be sure to give this letter to Sarah the moment you see her.
You can count on it.
Have a good night.
I wish I had snacks. I always like having snacks when I play video games. But I'm out of Slim Jims. I do have cashews. I have chips, but I don't feel like crunching in your guys' ear. That would just be rude.
I'm exhausted. I better go to bed.
Ugh.
I'll search my room tomorrow. If Mother stayed here
Flaming
right
hot
before me,
Cheetos sound
you
good
never
though
know.
right now.
And Mortimer had better show up.
Again, I don't want to crunch in your guys' ears. Ooh, I failed? Oh, I did not detain Lady Adams. I could have found out something about my mother's past. Okay, so here's the thing. You're gonna fail at something throughout the whole game. You're always gonna fail at something because there's always like 2 to 3 different decisions for you to make. And if you make one decision, you fail at the other decision. Which is why I played this game like 5 freaking different times. It's crazy. It really is. But, you know, I try. Okay, see? Look at that. Alright. So, we're gonna unlock... No, these are unlocked. We're going to level up something. See, this went up. So now I get that one. We're gonna level up the brain, and let's go ahead and do that one. Brain power!
Alright. In my vision yesterday, I saw that Mother had this room before me. I better search the room. Who knows? Maybe she left me something behind.
Maybe. Who knows? Alright. We've already read that one. Actually, we could read this one. This one would be perfect. Now.
I haven't even had time to unpack my cases.
Dear Monsieur de Richet, please excuse me, but I am unable to join you at present. However, rest assured that we are doing all we can to to resolve the case that concerns us. By the way, enclosed, you will find a key that will enable you to retrieve the personal effects your mother left behind. Yours faithfully, Lord William Mortimer.
Mm-hmm.
Honey, the remedy of the gods. Nothing. A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits. Writing material.
Excuse me.
From what I see, no ink's ever been used on this quill. The smell reminds me of something. It smells like lemon. That's odd.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Can't open that. That's a book.
There's a circle around the lock here. Must be the trunk Mortimer was talking about. The key should open it.
There are keys to find to unlock other boxes too. But in one of them, you get to
There's a
unlock
note.
everything.
Effects of Sarah
Like
de
steel.
Richie to be given to her son, Louis. I should probably take it.
I
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
I mean, I like the fact I'm full
Nothing
up
here.
on stuff
I
already.
wouldn't mind a
That's
strong
nice.
coffee, though.
Right. I could go for some coffee. Actually, you know what? Probably make myself a nice latte tomorrow in the morning. That sounds nice.
This bookcase is well stocked. Oh, this book has been put back the wrong way round. A Voyage Around the World. The travel log of the explorer, Louis-Antoine de Bougainville. One of Mother's favorite books. What a coincidence.
Sorry.
And I don't believe in coincidences. It's
Been a
just too
long day.
much. I don't know what's going on here, but if you felt threatened, I'll bet you'd leave a clue, wouldn't you, Mother? Found it. A faint sign of the order, barely visible. Mother, you undoubtedly must have hidden a clue in this book. Let's see if I can find anything else in this room. The paper's rougher around the writing. The paper's moist here. Very light stain, barely visible. And the smell reminds me of something. Come on, Louis, think. Think. Let's recap. My mother was in this room. I found a rare edition of her favorite book. She must have left something behind. She applied a liquid to the book. She must have used the writing materials. The quill has been used, but not with regular ink. A message using invisible ink. I bet she used the limit to leave a message. Now, how do I reveal the message?
Clever, clever woman.
Apart from getting the book dirty, I can't see any use for this.
You know what? I'm not totally sure why I took the ash. He just said he can't use it. What? What is wrong with me? I have no idea. Take a candlestick, you dumbass. No, don't spread ashes on that
It's working.
freaking book.
The heat reveals the message. Let's see what my mother wrote. Where all eyes
What
size
if the
you
ashes
up,
will
you
come
must
in handy?
pass by the Gorgon.
Oh. Never
Gorgon
mind.
was the name of Medusa in Greek mythology. On the other hand,
The Gorgon.
where all eyes size you up, I don't get it. And judging by the number of paintings in the manor, could be anywhere. After that, she adds, beware hero. The beast always charges the best protected soldier. And that's its weakness. What is my mother trying to tell me? Since you've gone to so much trouble, you must not have only found something important, but you must have also felt like you were in great danger. Now I better hurry and find that damn Medusa.
Oh, yes, you should.
Sir, dinner is served in the red salon.
Typical. I'm not hungry. Please give my apologies to all the guests.
Sir Holm requests your presence, sir.
Well, I guess I'm just gonna have to wait before going and looking for my Medusa.
Tell him I'll be there in a minute.
I might only be able to finish one episode tonight because I totally forgot I do have to pack
When I get a
tonight for my
chance,
camping
I
trip.
may have to take a little tour through the rooms of the other guests.
Because we're leaving tomorrow right after work, so my parents like to have everything packed and ready to go.
It might be better to take a different stairway. That must
My
be the
parents
door
are
to
the
the room of the
earlier
soldier I
the
saw in my
weekend
vision.
start. The earlier the weekend start, the earlier we get to have fun. Exactly what my mom says. Usually I just let her leave and I take over work afterwards. But I'm deciding to go this time, so.
Excuse me, Monsieur de Richet. I really need to talk to you.
Is this about last night?
No, that was just a misunderstanding. I'm sure it was a little bit my fault, too.
There's no excuse for that man's horrible behavior. You ought to tell Sir Holm.
Exactly.
Look, the only thing that I care about is that I've lost something precious. I'm not worried about Jacques Peru.
You didn't happen to lose this, did you?
Where did you find it?
In the small salon.
It's the only reminder I have of my beloved sister. I thought that swine stole it from me. You're her son. Sarah de Richet's son.
Yes. Why?
Last night, I found out that your mother was on the island. What are you doing here?
My mother
You
came
know
here
what?
to do
Let's admit
business
it.
with Lord Mortimer, but she seems to have gone missing. So I'm here to find her.
I know your mother very well.
Really?
Yes, I have been in your mother's care ever since I was born.
She nursed you.
Oh, I wouldn't say nursed. No. I remember her stare, cold as ice. Her sadistic hands pressing over my mouth to silence me while I screamed in pain. I remember her knees, too. She held me down with them while she cut and burned scars into me.
Hold on a minute. What do you mean?
You can ask her when you see her.
Huh, she's getting more and more agitated.
And next you're going to tell me my mother's also responsible for that scar on your head?
My heart stopped twice during the operation. I lost my memory for 6 months. You obviously have no idea of the abuse your mother inflicted on me.
Wait. There must be some kind of mistake.
My only mistake was ever meeting your mother.
She's able to describe every detail without hesitation or getting flustered. It's becoming difficult not to believe the poor girl.
Look, I've got to go.
Wait. I need to know more about you and my mother. Why did she put you through all of that?
There must be some reason for what she did.
What's the point of rubbing salt in the wounds?
Oh boy. Okay, to understand my mother, to find the truth. Don't urge, to allow, to confide.
Elizabeth.
Ooh, that one sounds good.
Confiding
Oh, I'm
in me
exhausted.
might ease your burden. Let me
Oh.
relieve you of some of your suffering.
Relieve me? Do you
I don't have
even
any
hear
more elixir.
yourself? Do you really think that by confiding in my torturer's son, I will be healed as if by magic? That it will bring my smile back or let me sleep at night? Look, you don't seem like a bad person. And I'm sorry you have to find out your mother's true colors like this. But I'm not going to pity you. Everybody has their cross to bear.
Oh. Oh, I failed.
I know your little game. You're no different from the rest of them. You couldn't give a damn about me. The only thing you're interested in is finding out about your mother.
Don't say that. Not everyone wants to use you. Some people care about you, don't they? Haven't you got a sister?
Yes.
I'm sure she loves you with all her heart.
She's the only one who cares about me. I would have put an end to it all by now if it weren't for her. Since you insist,
Lord.
I'll tell you how I met your mother.
Thanks for trusting me.
You see, before I was born, my mother often suffered from hallucinations and fits of anger. Soon people could barely recognize her. She became a completely different person. So my father spent an enormous amount of money paying for the best doctors, but none of them were able to cure her. The last resort was to call a priest.
So, is that what your father did?
No. He went to an expert in the occult.
Ah, my mother.
Her reputation already extended beyond our borders. My mother's fits stopped at my birth, and Sarah de Richet concluded that the evil had passed into me. Not only did it encourage her to stay, but she took the opportunity to advise my father to separate me from the rest of my family. That's how I was declared stillborn. My fate was decided that very day.
It would coincide with my mother's frequent trips to America.
I had my first fit when I was 3. That's when your mother began her experiments to rid me of the evil inside.
I understand how you feel, but I know my mother. I'm sure she had her reasons, even if it seems difficult to believe.
Everything she put me through was all for nothing. My whole life was ruined for nothing.
So what brings you here then?
My father used to know Sir Holm. He offered to introduce me to the world's leading authority in the occult.
Lord Mortimer.
He was my last hope. Until I found out he had also invited your mother.
It's got to be a coincidence. I don't believe for a second she's come here for you.
You can't change my mind about this, Louis. My days are numbered, and I know it.
Can I not follow her? Nope. Alright, we got some golden elixir around here, because, I'm apparently fatigued. I don't see anything, actually. I see nothing! You bitches! I'm tired. Alright. Oops. It's just love it when you miss the button. Oh, very pretty, very pretty.
Dear friends, I bid you welcome. I hope the night was not too short. Your Eminence, Duchess, Monsieur de Richet, allow me to introduce our new guests. They arrived during the night. Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs and close aide of Frederick William II, King of Prussia. Napoleon Bonaparte, Lieutenant of the French Revolutionary Army. And Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. Unfortunately, my friends, Lord Mortimer will not be joining us this morning, but he should be with us later. So, let us begin.
What is Mortimer playing at? He tells me to come urgently and he sends no one to meet me?
That's right.
As for myself, I did not know.
Peru looks totally out of place here.
Where did you find it?
He's counting the 10 sets of cutlery around each plate? The man is completely lost.
Thank you again for the wine, Your Eminence. It is served every day at the king's table.
I am delighted to hear it.
Volner and Piaggi seem to be getting along well.
My dear Johann, how are you?
Glad to make landfall at last. And yourself?
Very well.
And your husband?
He's poorly. The French Revolution gives him terrible headaches.
Oh, I understand. I shall feel better too as soon as the situation is settled.
If by chance the French crisis is emulated in Berlin, there will always be a refuge for you in London, my dear.
Your offer does you honor, Emily. But London is much closer to Paris
Oh,
than
you
Berlin.
could tap on the
Beware.
emojis to make them
The
bigger.
French are capable of sailing up the Thames straight to the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, my friend, I am shaking in my clogs.
Show us a European.
Yes. Is the wine to your liking?
Very much so, Sir Gregory. Such complexity. Typically French. A Sauterne, isn't it?
Absolutely.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not Lord Mortimer's favourite wine. It is yours.
In his absence, I have taken the liberty of making a slight deviation from the rule, but I count on your discretion.
Don't worry, I
Slight
appreciate the same grape varieties as you. I remember the last time we tasted that nectar here at this table. The finest minds of the century were present.
And the last time we drank it, the orphanage in Bloomsbury was still in ruins.
Would you repeat that?
Oh, well, I put some small effort into the works. The orphanage reopened just before Christmas. The bedrooms, washrooms, and the classrooms had all been refurbished.
I don't know what to say. You have given the girls a wonderful Christmas gift. Thank you.
I made a promise. Now it is done.
It's the first time I've ever seen her so moved.
Just mentioning that orphanage broke right through Emily's hard shell.
Is everything all right?
Yes, thank you. I had a moment of absence, but here I am again.
What do you think of Volner?
The Prussian king is his puppet.
I find it hard to believe the King of Prussia is so weak.
Be careful. Volner is as influential as he is dangerous.
You seem to know each other well.
We used to work together.
I see.
And right he was, too.
Have you any information on this Napoleon?
That's right.
He's certainly well
Make an
connected
assumption?
in high places.
Surprising. No one appears to know him.
No one knows me, and yet here I am.
Quite so.
Yeah, here I am.
Monsieur de Richet, it would seem we have common interests. Could we speak in private, please?
Oh. Okie dokie. Alright, usually I fuck this up every time, so let's see if I can get it right this time.
Lord Mortimer
Shall
and
we?
the Golden Order, through your mother, have concluded a financial agreement.
Stay composed, Louis. I'm listening.
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother. You must know that I am deeply sorry about our disappearance, but I must validate the deal urgently if I want to be able to organize things properly.
I haven't seen Lord Mortimer yet. I'm afraid I'll be unable to answer your questions.
He assured me that you could replace your mother during her absence.
I appreciate his confidence, but still, this is a bit hasty. But please continue.
Of course, but I need to know if I can count you among my allies.
Well, of course.
And for that, I have a little question for you. The agreement stipulates an aid of 50,000 louis d'or for 200 cannon.
Surely such an amount will buy twice as many cannons. Don't try to pull a fast one on me. We're both young, but we are not naive.
Please don't be offended. I just wanted to make sure you knew what you were talking
Oh,
about.
I got it right!
And I am reassured. I have one last question I would like to pose to you. We don't know each other yet, you and I. And I need to make sure that we both share the same vision for the future of
Hello,
France.
Trick.
Given
I'm
the
doing
hard
good
times
tonight.
that
How are
have
you?
befallen our beautiful country, what do you think it would take to restore its luster?
It would need a counter-revolution. That one? Or that? No?
The revolution was a good thing, but it gave birth to a monster. We must overthrow the new system in place.
Ah, you are right.
Ooh, it was the right question. Okay.
Monsieur de
I did it. I had no
am
blunders.
reassured.
Woohoo.
I am very happy to have met you. Lord Mortimer was right to put his trust in you. I hope to work with you in the very near future. I would like to thank you for your support by offering you this humble little gift.
Reflections on the Revolution in France.
Monsieur Bonaparte, I thank you for this gesture, and please know that I, too, am delighted to have met you.
My friends, I would like to say a few words, please. I would like to thank Lord Mortimer and you for bringing us all together here. Those of us for whom it is not the first time here, like me, are all trembling in sweet anticipation of the arrival of our host. For the rest, I would like to reassure you that Lord Mortimer always has a few surprising projects to propose. But I can assure you that each and every one of us has always benefited from them. The last time I came to this place, Lord Mortimer offered to help me in my electoral campaign for the presidency of the United States. And it is imminently clear that his support was an invaluable aid to us. We are here among like-minded people. So let us put aside the conflicts in which some of our nations find themselves at present. So I raise my glass in honor of you all, my new and old friends.
I trust you shall not be disappointed, Mr. Washington. Right.
What? I
we
ran
shall
out of
meet again
time.
tomorrow. All the guests will be present, as well as Lord Mortimer, I hope. Until then, I trust you will find plenty to keep you amused.
You know, that's the problem sometimes when I play this. It just goes so fast, you don't have an opportunity to even think. Alright, let's see here. Well, we can go ahead and unlock that. I'm doing weird habits that much again, which just haven't. I'm sorry.
All right.
No, I
let's
hope you
recap.
feel better then.
Before dinner,
I
was
hope you-
going to investigate my mother's message.
Your mood
Gotta find
feels
the place
better?
where all
Maybe-
eyes
is
size
that
you up.
what, would that be? My brain's not working tonight, I'm sorry. But I'm sorry you haven't felt like much. I'm sorry. Need to find some elixir sitting around here, maybe. Possibly. Somewhere. Just thought it's been gone. Yeah, I understand that. Trust me. I understand that. Life happens.
Discourse on the Method by Descartes. This book changed the way I looked at the world.
Nothing else. No elixir, no nothing. Well, at least I'm not fatigued anymore, I guess. Let's go. Well, hello, Mr. Piaggi.
Well, Your Eminence, do you still have any room left?
Ah, my son, the sin of gluttony is the most difficult of all in my eyes. Nevertheless, what a charming moment we have had together. I'm delighted I was able to talk to Mr. von Wollner. We hadn't spoken to each other for an eternity.
Yes. I noticed that Your Eminence knew a fair number of people at the table.
The benefit of age, my son. This isn't my first invitation to Lord Mortimer's. You will see, it's the perfect place to make new friends. Indeed, I noticed that you and Mr. Bonaparte had already begun.
Ah, I adapt quickly to local customs. It's what I was taught.
And you are right to do so, my son. But tell me, have you had any news of your mother since your arrival?
Alas, still nothing, Your Eminence. But I still haven't been able to meet Lord Mortimer.
Do not worry. It is typical of him. What can I say? Lord Mortimer is a very busy man. I should think you are beginning to worry.
To tell you the truth, not really.
You are right. Be positive. Perhaps Sarah is in the company of Lord Mortimer, and they will both turn up shortly.
But while I have you with me, I have a question for you.
Go ahead, Louis. What can I do for you?
As I haven't visited all the manor yet, I wondered if you hadn't seen a Medusa by any chance.
I beg your pardon?
Yes, La Gorgogne, the Medusa from Greek mythology. Would you have seen one? In any shape or form?
Not at all, my son. I'm not sure what you're getting at, but unfortunately, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
Thank you anyway, Your Eminence. I won't take up any more of your time. On that last word, then I shall leave you to fight your demons. See you later, Your Eminence.
See you later, my son.
Yes. Stuff your face. Alright. It's not an elixir, but...
The lock is surrounded by a
And-
triple circle.
I don't have that key. No, I do not. Oh, no, it's a painting. Can't unlock that. Oh, what's this? Item added, key with a circle. Probably not the circle I want. Definitely want that.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
A few pages out of an old encyclopedia.
A Chinese coin, recognizable by the hole in the middle. If I remember rightly, that's called a cash.
Very educational. Ah, The Last Supper.
Where all eyes size you up.
Mm-hmm.
Chances are, that's the room my mother spoke of. And she also spoke of a Medusa. Should I go and try to find the creature now?
Nope, that's to sit. Jars. That's what I want. Not the right jars. Nothing over here. Nothing over there.
The Song of Roland. Roland feeleth his death is near. His brain is oozing by either ear. With his brain oozing, it's already remarkable that he can feel anything.
Right? I know so many of these paintings. That's what happens when you grew up in a private school. Medusa.
I've got to find out what Mother was trying to do with her. The Medusa. A hero armed with a sword? A hero with a lantern? And the last one holding a shield. I'll stake my life on it. All the statues form a single scene together. The poor devils are about to face the beast. Let's give them a helping hand.
I don't know any of them. So this game is a little historical and biblical at the same time. So, yeah. That's kind of why I like it. I like all this kind of stuff because it's... it's remembering history in a certain time. I kind of like it. But then again, I am obsessed with art and... yeah, so...
The origin of myths.
I'm one of
a
those people.
reinterpretation of legendary creatures. Just what I need. The text is in French on the left-hand page and in Latin on the right hand. Let's find the chapter on the Medusa. Hang on. This version is significantly different from the regular one. It recounts how men have always belittled women in society. Harpies, mermaids, the chimera, the hydra, the gorgons. Ah, the section on the Medusa. While some of the heroes divert attention from the gorgon, the hero with the sword brandishes his weapon, the Medusa.
Ooh, do you want to spend 3 to read the Latin one? No, not really. Alright. Let's see here. We want the sword facing Medusa. Rotate statue towards Medusa. Lantern. Seriously? You just walked right past it. Rotate statue towards shield. The shield towards the sword. And Medusa. Rotate Medusa towards the shield. Ta-da! Find the solution.
Grah! For Pete's sake, Emily! You scared the pants off me. Don't ever do that again.
Well, keep your nose out of my business then.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Stop fooling around and tell me what you're doing here.
I was feeling a bit peckish. I went in search of the kitchen and I ended up here.
Your sense of direction is mind-boggling, isn't it? Well, no matter. I'll tolerate your presence this one time. Now, since you're here,
tolerate
make
my
yourself
presence.
useful.
Ooh.
Look around on your side. I'll do the same on mine. And if you find anything of interest, let me know.
Oh, yeah. In your dreams.
At your service, madam.
Miss, I use my boobs for everything. Ooh, what's this? Now, I'm gonna do something very curious. So, yeah, we're just gonna go with it. Read the inscription. Examine the symbols. What? Oh, what? But. Oh, and now I can't use it. I can't go back to it. Oh, you dick. I wanted to, okay, so for everybody that doesn't know what this is Pandora's box, and I was gonna open it, but now it's not gonna let me. You bitch. This bullshit. Golden fleece. Bible. Very old Bible. Ooh, coin. Nothing here. Actually, alright, oh, there we go. I almost missed it. Look at that.
Hey, Mortimer is the author of this work.
Okay,
He talks
anyways.
about his passion for art.
We're just not gonna. It's Caesar's crown, you know. And let's just keep going. Joan of Arc's sword.
A fragment of
More
amber.
coinage.
Here's something interesting. A manor in Maine, hundreds of acres of land in Catalonia, properties in Shanghai. Incredible. Some of these deeds
Ooh,
are over
Shanghai.
600 years old, and all signed by the hand of Mortimer.
I wonder if that's what inspired my mother's attention. How come all these documents have Mortimer's signature on them?
Do you think all these properties really belong to him?
See those fine scratches around the words?
Yes, and?
The ink barely spreads on the paper. It spreads exactly the same way on the signature. The deed was written using the same ink. If it is a fake, then it's a professional job. Maybe Mortimer is immortal or capable of living for a very long time, like Methuselah.
A first smile. Careful. Keep that up and soon you'll end up laughing.
Carry on sprouting inanities like that, and indeed I might. These documents are intriguing, but do you really think that's what attracted your mother's attention here?
And how do you know my mother was interested in this room?
I didn't know, I just supposed she was. And you just confirmed it. So, do you think she found what she came for?
I don't know. She was obsessed with Mortimer, and I must confess, these property deeds are troubling.
If that's the case, why would she have left them?
Once again, I don't know. We'll have to ask her when we find her. And what's your take? Why keep such a collection hidden in a secret room? Any thoughts?
Mortimer has every reason in the world to conceal it, even if only to keep it from people like us.
Hey, Emily, we're not thieves. We're only looking. I wonder why my mother didn't make it clear what she was interested in here.
She didn't have time to write it down, or maybe she wasn't sure of what she was looking for.
Or she wanted to protect her discoveries. It's disturbing.
You'll just have to search the rest of the room. Maybe you'll find something. What is that you found?
A cameo pendant. What's going on?
Nothing.
For crying out loud, Emily, you lunged for that jewel like your life depended on it. Tell me what this is about.
No. We just met, Louis. I like you, but I can't just suddenly open myself up like a book to you.
Listen, Emily. It seems pretty obvious to me that you haven't come here for the sole purpose of sampling Mortimer's cellar. Stop all the clever evasions and just trust me.
And why the hell should I place my trust in you, Louis?
When are you going to understand that I just want to help you?
What do you expect? That I'll fall into your arms and say yes to everything you want?
What are you talking about? I'm only asking you to trust me a little. If only on principle, as a member of the Golden Order, for example.
I'll admit you are fairly reliable.
That's it? I was expecting more.
Well, I'm prepared to trust you when it comes to choosing a French cheese, but I've nothing to gain by confiding in you any further than that.
Nothing to gain? Damn it, Emily! I'm only trying to help you. Stop needing to gain something all the time.
Because you think I need help?
Just like everyone. You have your strengths and your weaknesses, and there's no use pretending otherwise.
Ha! And I bet you found out where I'm weak, haven't you?
Pragmatic, intelligent, sure of herself. Her only weak spot is her difficulty talking about herself.
I don't know much about your past, but I'm guessing you had to get by on your own for much of your life. It might have closed you off, and that can be a disadvantage. It might be time for you to open up and risk a little trust. Not every man you meet wants to hurt you.
Yes, you may be right. I might have some weaknesses, but I don't need your help to overcome them. And I'm simply not contemplating collaborating with anyone at this time. Do you understand?
Yes, it's perfectly clear. You're already working with someone.
Ah, well spotted, Louis. I already have a work partner. I know my weaknesses. I don't doubt that your abilities will be of use to me, but I already have all that, thanks to my teammate.
Is there any chance you might tell me who he is?
No, I've already said too much. Consider yourself lucky I've even given you this much. It's extremely rare, believe me.
Come on, don't stop now that you've come this far. You know that eventually I'll end up making you talk.
Well, since no one can resist you, let's see if you can guess who my partner is.
You're a gambler. So, your partner is... your sister. She's your partner. She's the one you're looking for.
Well, I am impressed. How the devil did you guess I had a sister? Virtually no one even knows. When it comes to getting results, you are very good, I grant you that. You deserve to know why the sight of the cameo pendant affected me so strongly. I thought it belonged to Emma, my twin sister.
Oh. Now I get why you said you had a memory for two.
Yes, you can't imagine to what extent, though. As children, everyone got us mixed up. So one day we decided to play along. Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma. Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Clever. But isn't it complicated? How do you make it work?
One of us has no existence in the outside world. We share everything. First for one, then for the other. We dress the same, wear the same makeup, we speak the same. We've learned to act as one. When we accept a mission, we both turn up. This time, though, she went ahead, and I was meant to wait for her on the mainland. She was meant to meet Sir Holm and bring back the details so we could work out who would follow up.
And there was a problem?
She was supposed to return from Mortimer's 1 week ago. The boat turned up at Plymouth, but alas, no trace of my sister. Instead, a sailor passed me a message from home, notifying me of her sudden disappearance.
So, my mother and your sister go missing just a few days apart. That's strange. Maybe their disappearances are linked.
It's clearly a possibility, but up to now I haven't found a trace of either of them.
None of this is very reassuring.
By the way, Louis, now that you are in on the secret, you are obliged to keep it to yourself, or you will pay very dearly.
Don't worry. Your secret is safe with me.
It's time to leave.
Well, well, well. I wish they had Clue for Xbox. I love this stuff.
So, what do you think of our first adventure?
I must admit, it has been fun by your side.
Same here.
Oh, she's been drinking too much again.
Louis, I need to talk to you right now.
Good evening, Elizabeth. Actually, this is not a good time.
I'm begging you, please don't leave me alone.
I'll be waiting for you in your room, but don't be late.
I was sure there was a certain je ne sais quoi between us.
Louis, we need to talk now. Otherwise, it'll be too late.
Looks like Elizabeth really needs me, but if I start talking to her, for sure Emily will wait for me. What should I do?
A woman in distress. And, well, just a woman probably getting out of her dress.
Sorry, Emily, but
Let's help her.
I can't leave Elizabeth like this. All right, Elizabeth. How can I help?
Thank you. Come on, follow me.
Well, Elizabeth, what was so urgent? For God's sakes, what happened in here?
Lord have mercy.
I
The
really need
woman's
to
gone
talk to you,
crazy.
Louis, right now.
Does Lord Mortimer know the mess you've made of your room?
Listen to me, damn it! My days are numbered.
Elizabeth, I don't know if it's about my mother again, but I'm telling you, you've nothing to be afraid of. She didn't come here for you.
I saw her.
Saw who? You saw my mother? When?
Just last night. I went out to walk along the cliff top and I saw her in the distance. She tried to hide right away, but I'm sure it was her.
Are you saying you recognized my mother in the middle of the night while she was hiding?
Yes, Louis, I know it was her.
You just said she was far away, right? In the middle of the night. And the exterior of the island isn't exactly well lit.
Listen, I'm telling you it was her.
She doesn't hesitate on her answers. She's not trembling. She's really convinced of what she's seen. Did you talk to each other?
No, she was far away. I didn't make any noise, and then she was gone.
Have you told anyone you've seen her? Sir Holm? Mortimer?
You don't understand. It's her. She's here.
Yes, I understand.
No, you're not listening. The moment I saw her, I was overcome by spasms. She's here. I'm telling you, it was her.
No shit, she's here.
I need something to calm me down.
No thanks. I'd better not.
Listen, if you want me to tell you everything, you have to drink with me, Louis. What I have to say to you is of the utmost importance.
Oh, fuck, lady.
I'll drink with you, but let's go easy on it, okay? I don't know where she gets her rot gut from, but frankly, it's disgusting.
You know, Louis, when I came here, it was in the hope of getting help. I've only just now realized that I've been drawn here into a trap.
Whoa. The alcohol's gone to my head.
No.
Here, the condemned's last drink.
Elizabeth, alcohol never solves anything. I'm gonna stop now.
Listen up. You want to know what your mother was capable of, right? You want to know the reason why. Well, you're gonna have to follow me to the bottom of the abyss, Louis. Either drink or get out.
No, I won't drink.
All right, Louis, then get the hell out of here! You're incapable of opening your eyes, so be it! Get out!
Lady, you crazy.
Why the hell did I go with Elizabeth? I could have spent the night with Emily, but no. I had to go play the night with a big heart. Oh, well, never mind. Tomorrow's another day.
You poor man. I'm sorry, I have a big heart. I can't help it. Oh, hello. That actually shocked me a little bit. I forgot about that part. That, yeah. Oh!
Monsieur de Richet, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams.
What the hell's going on?
Whoa,
You are in deep trouble, my young friend.
Okie dokie. Well then. Okie dokie, let's see here. Alright, episode 1, done. I will say I've only played this story once where this has happened, where I get arrested, so we'll see how this plays out for the rest of it. Stay tuned, either Sunday night or Monday night. We'll do episode 2. Again, I'm not sure. My whole entire week is being jumbled because we have family coming in, but hey, you know, it happens. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please follow for more. And Biomutants coming up. Don't forget to go check out my YouTube, which is linked in my Twitch, along with my Instagram and Etsy shop. If you guys are interested in some Dino Gamer stickers, which are pretty awesome, I do say so myself, which also is collabed with my logo sticker of my dino, of me. Follow, subscribe for more, and you guys have a lovely weekend. Love your faces. Thank you. Good night.